This episode of the First Generation Millionaire Podcast is brought to you by Set TV, family. Set TV. I can't say enough about Set TV. It's changed everything inside of my house. It allowed us to fire Comcast. We're saving about $100 and some odd a month, and we get 500 free channels every single month. Every single month, 500 free channels, premium TV. You know, I'm a big fan of Homeland, but I don't pay for Showtime. So on my Set TV, I'm able to go in and watch Homeland. And if you haven't seen this new season, man, it's pretty freaking epic. The same goes with The Chi and all these other shows that I watch. And it's on demand. I can watch it at 4 a.m. when I get time to really sit down. Set TV, ladies and gentlemen, $20 a month. You get 3 devices. We have 2 Fire Sticks, and I have a Android box that I use as well. So 3 devices, 500 plus channels on each device. It's phenomenal. Go to www.thefgm.co/set. Start your free trial today. Jump in, save some money. Frugality pays. Remember that. Let's start the show.
We are powerful.
Yes.
And it's time for us to step up and take over. That's what we have to do. Take over.
Yes. 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 What's up, everybody? Antonio Starr, we here again, the First Generation Millionaire Podcast. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, I'm so pumped up right now. Like, I'm so pumped up out of my mind right now, ladies and gentlemen, because of the information that I heard, the energy that was transferred to me. And I'm going to do my best to transfer it back to you, because I want y'all to feel what I felt when I heard about this lady that we're going to talk about today. When I heard about this lady that we're going to talk about today, her name is Dorothy Steel, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Dorothy Steel. You may not know that name, but if you're in the loop and you're on social media like I'm on social media, you've probably heard of her. Dorothy Steel, ladies and gentlemen, just celebrated her 92nd birthday. Happy birthday, Ms. Steele. She's a retired DMV worker. She gave valiant service at the DMV. If you've ever been to the DMV, you know that it's a stressful job. But what she did that other people have failed to do, what she did that other people have lacked the courage to do, what she did that other people are just flat out afraid to do, ladies and gentlemen, is that she chased a dream. She chased a dream in her twilight years. She chased a dream in her twilight years. Let that marinate for a minute. Let's turn the music off. I want y'all to understand something. Dorothy Steel just celebrated her 92nd birthday. She just retired. I don't know how long, how many years she gave to the state of Georgia. But after all of that, she decided that she still had time, energy, passion, drive, desire to chase her dream of being an actress at a higher level. Of being an actress, ladies and gentlemen. Not to be, your stereotypical retirement. No, she didn't pack up and move to Florida. Notice she didn't apply to be a greeter at Walmart. No, she didn't apply to be a candy striper at the hospital. No, she didn't apply to go in and, take care of babies in the sick ward. While all of those are valiant, all of those deserve a salute, Dorothy Steel decided that she was going to chase her dream of being an actress. Now, she made this decision at the tender age of 88 years old. She made a decision at the tender age of 88 years old, ladies and gentlemen, to set out to be an actress. What are most 88-year-olds doing that you know of? Right? What are most of them doing? They're enjoying their great grandkids, their great grandkids. They're just sitting back and, riding life out for the most part, which is still a great thing to do. But this lady wanted to be an actress at 88 years old. During my research, I saw that she was in two prior movies, 2016, and there was one before that one. But what she's known for now, what she's going down in history for, what she will be forever solidified in the world of acting, her trophy, well, I won't even say that because she still has a lot of life left. Excuse me. She still has a lot of life left. So I apologize, Miss Steele. I don't want to, narrow it down to just this one feat. If you ever listen to her, after you listen to this podcast, go and search Dorothy Steel, Black Panther. Oh, I just gave it away. I just gave it away. At 92 years old, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dorothy Steel landed a feature role, a speaking role, in what's soon to be the highest grossing film of all time. I'm confident of that. One of the highest grossing films of all time, soon to be. And she had a feature role in this movie at the age of 91. At the age of 91, ladies and gentlemen. What does that tell us? What does that tell us, ladies and gentlemen? You're never too old to dream. You're never too old to dream, and it's never too late to chase your dream with extreme vigor and determination. You're never too old, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're 8 or 80, just to quote Big Daddy Kane really quick, from 8 to 80, it's never too late. It's never too late, ladies and gentlemen. There are so many of us that have given up on our dreams and hopes. There are so many of us that are sitting stagnant. There are so many of us that have cemented ourselves into our current situation. There are so many of us that when we were 5, when we were 10, when we were 12, when we were 15, we had all these goals. We had all these dreams of things that we wanted to do and the life that we wanted to live, the lavish life. We could see it. We can feel it. We can taste it. We wanted it so bad. And somewhere in life, somewhere along the line, we allowed someone, something, ourselves to beat our dreams out of us. We allowed ourselves to be defeated by reality. We allowed ourselves to be defeated by reality, ladies and gentlemen. And most of those realities are false realities. So we allowed ourselves to be defeated by something that wasn't even real. A false reality is pretty much the same as a dream, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the way that it affects you. A false reality is pretty much the same as a dream. It's just all about how you allow it to affect you. You allowed your dreams to be beaten out of you. You set a time limit for your dreams. You set an age limit for your accomplishments. You allow someone to tell you that, hey, by the time you're 40, you need to be married. You need to have kids. You need to be stable. You need to have a home. All of that BS. And we believed it. So therefore, when we get to a certain age, we get to 35, 25, it depends on who you are. But when you get to a certain age and you get within your target time frame that you set for yourself, you start to deviate from your dreams. You start to deviate from your goals, and you start to focus on the settling in plan. You start to say stuff like, yo, I haven't made it yet. I have to get my life together. I got to get this together. I'm out here hustling and bustling. I need some stability in my life. You're telling yourself all of these lies. You're creating this false reality for yourself. But guess what? You still have time to do it. A lot of us, for example, we take acting, for example, right? We think that, they're only looking for the young people. I'm only looking for the young, fresh faces, the young young heartthrobs, the young, sexy, the young females with the nice tight bodies. That's what they're looking for in Hollywood. That's what we've been told. But guess what? When's the last time you seen a movie, family? When's the last time you saw a movie? Most of them aren't filled with heartthrobs and teens and tweens. Someone has to be the parent. Someone has to be the grandparent. Someone has to be the counselor. Someone has to be the coach. Someone has to play the supervisor, right? Someone has to be an authority figure. Someone has to be an extra of different age limits and demographics. The same applies to anything in life that you want to do, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you want to do, there is a variety. There is a huge window of opportunity at any age that you are to be what it is that you want. You have to take the time limits off of your accomplishments, ladies and gentlemen. You have to remove the expiration for your dreams. You have to remove the expirations for your goals, ladies and gentlemen. If you really truly want to be something, you should be fighting for it every single day of your life. Now, some of us, we have to go get a job. Most of us need a job. But here's the thing. And this goes for myself as well. When I was in corporate America, I allowed myself to be lost in the sauce of corporate America. I allowed myself to be lost in the checks of corporate America. I allowed myself to be lost in the vision of the company that I was working for. I allowed the vision of the company to supersede my own vision. And this is where we get lost. And before you know it, 3 years have passed, 5 years have passed, 10 years have passed, 15 years have passed. And now you're celebrating your retirement, which is still admirable. You're celebrating your retirement, but then you look back and you're like, man, 20 years ago, I had a dream. 20 years ago, I had a dream. 20 years ago, I wanted to be an actor, an actress. 20 years ago, I wanted to be a chef. 20 years ago, I wanted a food truck. 20 years ago, I wanted to start my own IT consulting firm. 20 years ago, I had a dream. And now here I am, approaching retirement. I'm approaching retirement, and I don't know what I'm going to do now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I have the energy. I don't know if I have the strength. I don't know if I any longer have the love. Even Miss Steele mentioned in her interview, she was like, if you would have told me years ago that I would be an actress, I would have said, you must be out of your mind. You must be out of your mind. So I'm not telling you that Miss Steele had dreams of being an actress 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But one thing about it, she kept her spirit. And that's probably why she sounds and looks so good at the age of 92, because you have to keep your youthfulness in order to keep your spirit and your agility and just a pep in your step. You have to keep your youthfulness. You have to keep your creativeness at the forefront. You have to keep your dreams and your imagination at the forefront to remain, to keep your physical body young, to keep your physical body capable. So for those of you that are listening, even if you don't have a dream or a goal right now, I am just telling you to keep your creativity at the forefront. Keep your ability to dream at the forefront. Because as long as you dream, as long as you can be inspired, and as long as you aspire to continue to grow yourself, then something will happen in your life that will spark you. That will spark that mind, that will spark that hunger, that will say, you know what? Wake up. I have an idea. Wake up. I know what we're doing next. Wake up. I got it. And if your mind is forever young, if your mind is forever in receivership mode, if you're forever creating and you're forever dreaming, then you put yourself in a position to receive that message. And I think it's from God. You put yourself in a position to receive that message, to receive that assignment from God, your next assignment, and you go and you chase it with vigor. I don't care if you're 18, if you're 28, if you're 38, if you're 58, if you're 88 years old, like Dorothy Steel. Go out there and create something for yourself. Go out there and create the life that you've always dreamed of. Go out there and check something else off of your list. Remove it from that column of, oh, well, we didn't make it. We lived a good life. But I have 10, 15, 20 items on my list that I wanted to accomplish, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Family, you're only 48 years old. What are you doing? What are you tapping out? Why are you tapping out so soon? Move that from the forgotten list, and I missed this list, to the other side of I will hit this list. Antonio Starr, ladies and gentlemen, I am so inspired by Miss Dorothy Steel. I'm doing my best to set up an interview with her because I want the world to hear her story. First of all, at 92 years old, she has so much wisdom and knowledge, so much that she's seen and experienced. I did the math. Well, let me do the math again. So right now it's 2018. It's 2018. I cannot type today. 2018 minus 92. So Miss Dorothy Steel was born in 1926, ladies and gentlemen. In 1926. She's been through the Great Depression. She's been through Jim Crow. We're here in the South. She's been through all of that. And she was still able to have a dream. She was still able to function. She was still able to give admirable and service to our state, really in our country as well. And on the other side, she came out a dreamer, dreaming dreams that 12-year-olds do at the age of 88. So we're going to do our best to get her on the show, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, please take this lesson with you. In the meantime, please allow this to spark something in your mind, in your brain, your spirit, and your soul. In the meantime, allow this to empower you and propel you and motivate you to go back to your list and remove those items from the list that you feel that you can't accomplish because you've hit a certain age. Remove that. And while you're at it, remove age requirements, ladies and gentlemen. And while you're at it, remove expiration dates from whatever it is that you have on your list that you want to accomplish. As long as you're living and breathing and existing, you can do it. As long as you're living, breathing, and existing, and if you can hear this, that means you are living. Now you take this and start living your life to the fullest. If Dorothy can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyone can do it. Just set your mind to it. Antonio Starr. This is the First Generation Millionaire Podcast. And this is my section where I send out my appreciation to everyone that tunes into this podcast every single week. This is the point in the show where I ask you to share this podcast with the people that you love, even the people that you do not love, or the people that you hate, because they may find something in here that may turn them around. They may find something inside of this podcast in one of these episodes that may change their spirit about things. So I'm asking you to share this podcast with everybody that you know. And if you enjoy any episode of this podcast, please take time to go in and leave us a comment. Leave us a comment, regardless of where you're listening to. If you're listening on iTunes, if you're listening in Google Play, if you're listening on Podbean, if you're listening in Spotify, it doesn't matter. Please take time. We love the feedback. And don't forget our website, www.firstgenerationmillionaire.com. Go and pick up one of those shirts. We have a great deal on merchandise right now, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Instagram at VFGM. And my personal is at Antonio Starr with 2 R's. Thank you all so much. Let's go be millionaires, baby. Peace.